Well, Dr. Walema joins us now to continue our focus on looking ahead with preparations for the elections. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Good morning.
Are you satisfied with the preparations so far by INEC, security, ahead of this forthcoming elections?
I don't have any reason to feel otherwise. I don't see why one should not be satisfied for now. I don't see why another excuse should come up for not holding those elections on the set dates. For now, I do not see why not.
But the concerns that your party raised, your party says they have it on good authority about the allegations they've raised. But first, there's this report, first and foremost. Let's start with that report,
okay,
where political parties have come together and said, look, they don't want the card readers. They think they suspect foul play. In fact, they think that they're pointing accusing fingers as your party having something up their sleeves.
This is a political era, countdown to elections. All sorts of people will say all sorts of things. People will throw up all manner of things, like throwing up issue of certificate of a retired general, who had been head of state before. All sorts of things will come up. But as I said here the other time, when we were talking about whether Professor Jega was ready or not, I told you, he said he was ready. Maybe he had something up his sleeves. He had a game he wanted to play to be ready for February 14. Now, Professor Jega has been quoted at many fora as saying that these new dates are not going to be shifted, he will be ready. So if you extrapolate and take that to the issue of card reader, that is the umpire. He wants to use card reader. We have to, believe that he has looked at all the indices on the ground and believes card reader will make this election more credible. People who are saying maybe there is a reason why he wants to use card reader. I listened to Fani Karade, yesterday and this morning, saying maybe there is a game plan, things that you cannot substantiate. So I don't know how to address such issues. But a card reader, if it's going to verify and authenticate and establish a relationship between the bearer of that card and that card itself. If card reader is going to be able to do that, why not? And why are people raising issues about that?
But the thing is it's 15, I think they said 15 political parties. They could use any adjective to qualify the size of those political parties, but doesn't your party consider that important to also perhaps reach out to the other 15 political parties as to the reason why, look, there's nothing wrong with this card readers, as your party says.
Those 15 political parties have not approached our party to come and tell us their grounds with card readers. In politics, there can be gang up. I'm not saying it is, because I don't know. I was not at meetings with them. But there can be gang up. We should look at all the variables when people talk. These days, there is always, a motive for people saying particular things. Some number of political parties also came together before the postponement and said they wanted postponement. They took the position of the PDP. The PDP wanted postponement. As we had it, the presidency
Even though
wanted...
they said it was security that said...
Whatever reason they adduced, it was extraneous. That reason was not from Professor Jega. So PDP wanted postponement. Those 15 or whatever number of political parties, at that time too, if you remember, they joined the PDP in wanting postponement. So if PDP now doesn't want card reader, and some 15 political parties also don't want card reader, it correlates.
But this is when people say all sorts of things. But I don't know if you have been looking at the front pages of all the papers or if you watched TV last night, where your party's national publicity secretary was also alleging a slew of things, most of them very grave. That they're plotting to frame up Jega, plotting to frame up one of the leaders in your party, Tinubu. They're plotting to frame up.
Because if you look at...
Should we just take this too as something that people say in a political period?
Let me tell you, my sister, if you look at newspapers these days, there are paid adverts from PDP and other groups purportedly working for President Jonathan, launching campaigns against Professor Jega. There are paid adverts against Professor Jega. Jega do the right thing, blah, 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 these days. So, for some reason, PDP doesn't want Jega. So, if Alhaji Lai Mohammed said there is a grand plan, if you relate it, it's beginning to make sense because I have a feeling, I, as a person, apart from being a member of APC, I, as Dr. Wale Ahmed, I also have a feeling that probably the PDP establishment and Mr. President himself have seen Jega's body language and they have seen that he is prepared to be fair.
Is there anything wrong with them asking him to do the right thing?
What is the right thing? They are campaigning against, have you seen those adverts? They are campaigning against him. Why did some people have PVC in this place? Why Jega is not fair? Jega is not. So there is campaign against Jega. And I have, you see, I can make my own impression too. I have a feeling that they have seen the man's body language and they believe he is going to be fair. He intends to be fair. That's my own estimation of the situation. You see, if Alhaji Lai Mohammed said that, I believe it is because suddenly PDP doesn't want Jega again. Fayose said yesterday that if Mr. President change Jega, heaven will not fall. That what is the problem with that one? We now start hearing, gist about wanting to change Jega and forcing him to proceed on leave. Not information from even party meetings now. What we even glean from pages of newspapers.
But I'm sure
it appears like...
The question will be, why does your party believe that he should stay?
You asked me the same question, about the same question the other time. I will give you the same answer. I do not see any reason for now, this morning, why Jega should not stay. People who are saying he shouldn't stay should come and tell us with facts why they are campaigning for his summary retirement or forced leave, terminal leave, or whichever name they give to it. So it's not, the question is not why does our party want him to stay? That's not the question. The question is, why does the other party...
It's a question. I mean, that question is a very valid question.
No. Okay. Let me put it.
That, the umpire of a particular...
I will explain it to you.
Stays.
I will explain
questions as well.
I will explain it to you. APC never, at any time, or at any forum, came out to say, Professor Jega must stay. Oh. We're not talking about his going or staying. But when the other political party, joined by what appear like a gang-up, are now clamoring for his exit, summary, premature exit.
No,
let me land though, so that you can make sense out of what I'm saying. So when the other political party, the PDP, and joined by what appears to be a gang-up of other political parties, joined them like they did when they were seeking postponement, that this man should go prematurely and summarily like that, then we will start thinking, why do they want him to go? That's where the question arose.